Israel.
Right.
So, you know, the Lord, he makes the whole nation suffer. He just doesn't pick out one person. He makes everybody suffer, but the strong shall survive, man.
That's right.
You know? Verse 19, a man shall
18,
have,
bro.
am I 18?
Yeah, 18, bro.
Okay, 18. For because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
I mean, that don't sound like a good time, man.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost now.
It says again, for the pride, the city shall be troubled, houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, for the pride of what? Having all these luxurious things. You got your big screen, you got your car, you got your nice house,
You got money.
You got money. Okay, so when the time comes, hey, you're gonna be troubled, man. Okay?
That's what the scripture said. Your silver and your gold are not going to be able to save you in those days.
Yeah, we should cast their gold and silver in the streets.
We're talking about the needs, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah 20 chapter.
Yeah, come on. And it said men shall be afraid. So just imagine if the men is the household, that's the stronger vessel.
Yep.
You know, imagine these women, these children. I mean, it's going to be all hell. You know, and that's why you leave it up to the elders and apostles and brothers on down from Great Millstone to break down these scriptures correctly, to give you the understanding and to warn you correctly, because these other groups and false leaders is just leading you down the ditch.
That's right.
They're gonna eventually lead you to taking that mark of the beast. They're gonna eventually give you that spirit to bow down to Esau.
Yeah, and you know the scripture is in there that says 7,000 men that haven't bowed to the
Knees of Baal.
to the Baal to Baal.
Yep.
You know, and the Lord's will, you know, it's counting the 1/3 and the elect, man.
That's right.
Because the number 7 is just completion, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, that's all it is. It's not an actual number. You know what I'm saying? It is an actual number, but see, spiritually, we know that the number 7 is representation of what? It's completion. Okay. Let's go 19. It said, "The man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations." And that's what's happening, man. That's what's soon gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay? When men get hungry, you think they're gonna remember your friendship? It's gonna be food first, man. And a good movie to watch is that movie Contagion, man. Okay? The next door neighbor got his head blown off, man, by the next door neighbor of them. And this guy watched out the window while he seen it happening, man. It's not pleasant thoughts, man. What is this fool talking about? Fun and good times. Then the chariot's gonna come. No, brothers, get the concentration camp scripture. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? We gonna show you how fun and good times it is. Yeah, to read that one first. The Revelation one first.
Oh, 10.
Because we coming in some serious times, you know, and famine is one of those plagues that we read. You know, remember the Lord's coming with swords and plagues, death, destruction, earthquakes, pestilence, famine. So, you know, when we come into some serious time, but ultimately, you know, it's going to be martial law. People are going to be trying to fight and survive for the, you know, to save themselves. You know, it's going to be military troops coming and trying to implement that martial law. You know,
And also too, Esau knows that the men of the Lord are not going to be able to take part of his ways. You know, so it's what he has to do. He's going to have to come against us to put us into prisons. You know, Revelation 2:10. Here read, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life."
Yeah, so some of us are going to be thrown in prison, man. That don't sound like fun and good times.
Yeah, right.
You know?
And the reason why we're going to be sent to prisons because we ultimately do not want to coexist with Esau's rulership or coexist with their plans, their new world order.
Yeah, and to be blunt, prison is a concentration camp where it could be torture chambers. Okay?
That's right.
You know, they could have a raping room to rape your daughters, your little sons, your little girls in front of you. They can have chair rooms where you just strap to a chair and they stripping skin pieces off of you. You know, Esau is a psychopath, man.
That's right.
He's a psychopath. He's a sociopath. He drinks blood. He eats human meat. Okay.
Yeah, when you
he likes to see people die, man.
Yeah.
This dude's he's a real fucked up person, man. His brain is fucked up, man.
Yeah, when it says devil, it's talking about the so-called white man.
Yeah.
You know?
If I may add too, most importantly, the elite, because they know they're about to go down. You know, the elite of the so-called white race, they know they're about to go down. So what? They're gonna try to take as many as possible of them.
That's why I got Revelations 12 and 12.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Well, this brother.
No, you bring that.
Bring that
up,
up
bro.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, woe to the earth and to the sea, because the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, knowing that he hath but a short time.
That devil again is talking about the elites, these policemen, these military troops, any higher up, the politicians, or anything that has to do with Esau and their rulership. They're gonna come down on you Israelites, on us. We might be one of them. You know, we might have to go through that because this truth is being pushed. You know, and they have a short time because they know, you know, ultimately the elect are getting awake, and Yahweh Shah is going to come back and they're going to destroy them and put us in our right mind and put us in rulership. Yeah. So Esau is trying to do anything. They're going to demonize us. They're going to they're going to go through house by house and try to be like madman sparing none and going against those that fear the Lord. You know. But I wanted to bring out this article real quick. It's the heading reads America 2017 concentration camps, list of citizens and guillotines waiting for disruptors and anyone deemed a threat to status quo, the elite. And you know, because we were talking about, you know, FEMA camps, and this is part of their new world order. You know, the elites, the so-called Illuminati, they have, you know, if you research the Georgia Guidestones, you know, they're trying to depopulate 7 billion people to reduce it to 500 million. 500 million.
It's 500
million. 500 million.
Is it?
Yeah, that's still a lot. People, if it's 7 billion, it's only gonna be 500 billion on Earth.
Right.
But yeah, so you know, these elites, they want to ultimately have human depopulation, and they want to control and rule over them. They want to be a god. But FEMA camps is part of their main agenda. And this article, it reads, there's over 800 concentration camps in the United States of America, all fully operational, Salaki, and ready to receive prisoners. They are staffed by Americans, Russians, Chinese, and surrounded by full-time guards, but they are all empty. These camps are to be operated by FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, should martial law be implemented in the United States. So Israel is saying there's over 800 camps already ready for prisoners to come in. Now, if this wasn't part of prophecy, what are they doing putting all their money? You know, they're putting millions and millions of dollars to open up these camps here on our soil. You know, but this is in case martial law be implemented. You know, martial law is, matter of fact, let me just go to the stage. It says stage 1 is to terminate with extreme prejudice, which means to execute in cold blood all disruptors who are publicly interfering with Operation Cable Slice. A plan to take over all municipal, county, and state governments and make them into one federal government until all municipalities and then into a single world government, the new world order.
Yeah, and the rush too. It's going to be happening swiftly, man. And like that brother said on from GMS Ancient Days, that's going on over there in China right now.
China, yeah.
Okay, because this new, hey, just like the scriptures say in Job the 18th chapter, you know, they're ready to start eating, man. You know, they got their little napkins around their neck in a metaphorical way, you know what I'm saying? And they're ready to get their currency devalued. That's what's happening right now with the stock exchange. They ready to make a new currency, man. and it's gonna be on that chip. They want this currency to fail. They want the RFN to be out of here. Okay, they want to have a new standpoint, so to speak. So all those devils that's of high ranking in Esau, Edom's kingdom, they want this RFN out of here, the Federal Reserve Notes, Slocky FRN, out of here, so they can implement this martial law and then this chipping process, so that they can have their way again, because they're losing their way.
That's right.
You know, that's what the big war is going to be about too. Putin wants in on this, but he doesn't want to do it their way. You see?
If it goes to stage 2,
Yeah.
it says to arrest either on criminal charges or on mental inquest warrants all disruptors who jeopardize the Operation Cable Splice by their fanatical religious lifestyles and of their emergency preparedness, which would enable them to live outside the government direction or aid under a national emergency. So, you know, hey man, they can arrest you and throw you in these camps without even a trial, without a case. You know, so you know, these are just.
They said for mental reasons. So that just because we reading the scriptures and we standing outside reading the scriptures, trying to tell our people their transgressions, we have a mental illness now.
It sounds like a goddamn devil, man.
It says either criminal charges or mental inquest warrants. You know, so they're gonna demon. That goes back to that devil coming down on you because you have a short time. He's gonna demonize us. He's gonna make it seem like we're terrorists, we're radicals.
We're out of our minds.
We're out of our minds with threats to their New World agenda. So this is what's gonna be coming. So we at Great Millstone, we know the hell that's gonna be brought to us. And these other nations, these other Hebrew camps, while you partying and bullshit, like Biggie said, that song that, I mean, you guys gonna be caught. And you're not gonna know what to do.
They're in the niggerdom, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. How can you do that, man? I mean, the Lord, he gave his life for us so that we can come back through the promise, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He was what is it? Testator. You know what I'm saying? For us to get the promise. So in order to be a recipient of the promise, he had to die. You know? And that gave us the key so that we can get into the kingdom, man. Him dying, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a solemn thing. It's not a joyful thing. This is Passover, man. Passover is what? A solemn feast, man. Okay, so you gotta be solemn in the mind too. Don't you know how much murder and killing was going on during that? You didn't want to make a goddamn sound.
Even the original Passover when
That's
the death
what I mean.
angels, Passover, Egypt.
You don't want to make a sound. In the scriptures it said that you were to eat speedily, right? Eat it all. If you couldn't eat it all, you were supposed to let your neighbors come over and eat with you. You see what I'm saying? And then you were supposed to have the blood on your doorpost, man.
That blood make you exempt from judgment. It's like Ezekiel 9:4.
The mark on your and that these guys they don't have the mark on their head, man. You could tell by the partying and the bullshit, man. And the Lord got a special death for you, man. He got a special death for you. First you call him your play, okay? And now you're talking about the Son is the Father. And you know that's not scriptural. You know that's not scriptural because how else could he pray? Why would he pray to himself?
He prayed
To
3
let
times to the Lord.
to let the cup pass from him. You're wrong, bro. That whole IUIC, all of y'all are wrong, man. You need to set those people free, man. Set them free, let them do what they need to do to get right with the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shad, man.
That's right.
Okay? Just you niggas on the panel, man. Y'all gotta pay for that, man. Y'all gonna pay for it too, man.
Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That's it.
You know, you guys are mocking the Lord, like you said, that brother Nelima. Not even the brother. I don't even want to say the brother because we're not brothers.
Yeah.
But that guy, that scoffer, you know, you want to scoff at the name and saying, yo, play yogurt, or you call him whatever. You mocking the Lord. And the Lord is not mocked. You have, like the brother said, you have great judgment at your hands.
That's right.
You know.
But also all these other pastors and fake false prophets, man. Because it says, woe to you false prophets that teach the word, does the word deceitfully. What's that, Jeremiah 48 and 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like death and destruction for you guys, man.
That's right.
Taking this truth lightly. Taking Yahweh Bashim Yashai, what he did for us, you taking it lightly as a joke. You know?
And that's a part of prophecy, man.
Yeah.
The judgments that's gonna come down upon y'all, man. Because it's written in the book. If you go against this way, then this shall happen to you. And you guys know that, man.
Man. And that's why we always go. The brothers in GMS, hey, you can say what you want. You say we haters. No, we're gonna point out when y'all going off. You know, because we defend Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
And we're told through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, don't go away from the scriptures, man.
That's right, man.
Stay in the scriptures. Hold fast to what has been taught.
That's right.
By the elders. Okay? Elder apostles and the elders after the elder apostles.
Man.
Okay?
That's right.
That's how we're sure in what we need to do, man.
That's right.
That's why we're sure in the scriptures, man. You know how many times we flip these pages back and forth? It's even so bad that the brothers got the scripts on their phones, man. Okay?
That's right.
This is all a learning process, man. This is all an edifying process. And you coons, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself trying to make the Lord's people merchandise, man.
That's right,
When it strictly say, do not make my people merchandise.
Man. That's right, man. The scripture says, if I can get it, until you have the shaky, until you what scripture is that? It's Matthew.
I got some real
What
quick
does it say?
for that. Bro.
Until you at the
Straight gate.
No, it said blood is the way that leads to destruction, and nails the path to everlasting life.
That's
I got it right here. Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
It says enter ye at the straight gate. So when you look at the word straight, is a position of difficulty. That's what we're doing, you know, because just doing this work is not an easy thing, man. So the elder apostle of GMS and down, they have gave us a perfect example to follow. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to enter at the narrow is the path which leads to everlasting life. So how shall we do the same way?
Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it.
Says few there be that find it. So if you read second Ezra 8 verse 1, it says the Most High had created this world for many.
Yep.
You know, the world to come for few.
That's right. Yeah, that straight also represents difficulty. I don't know if you mentioned
Yeah, I
that.
mentioned
Yeah, Salaki, bro. But yeah, man, it's the next verse, because this is clearly for, you know, Nate and other camps, man, outside of GMS. Verse 15, it reads, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're raven wolves.
That's it.
The scripture says, woe unto you that does the work of the Lord deceitfully. So Nate has been doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. He has carrying the sheep of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. So therefore, judgment can come for you.
That's right. You got something, bro?
No. Go ahead, go.
Matthew 15 and 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Yeah.
You know?
So those people that honor them with their mouth, you will have them to be regular church folks. Okay? That's what IUIC is now. They just regular church folks now.
It's no difference.
There's
Man.
no difference now.
Christian Israelites.
Yeah.
Israelites united in Christ. Christian Israelites.
Yep.
No, it's Israelites united in Caesarea Borgia, man.
Yep. That's exactly what they are, man. So those church people that always be, we love Jesus. We love this. We love that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you ask them, well, you know you ain't supposed to be eating pork, right, sister?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't gonna hurt us now. See, you know, our people got a problem with Yahweh in the way that he was presented to us, man. Okay, he's an austere man. The scriptures don't differ from that, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But our people have this thing of trying to make the Lord into what they want him to be.
Like he's a pushover or something.
Yeah, he's a forgiving God, but you, in order to be forgiven,
You have to repent.
you have to repent and do as he said.
That's right.
If you're not going to do what he says, then you already heard what he's going to say to you.
And if I may add, like the brother was getting these people that honor him with their mouths, talk about how much they love him. But when you bring up a scripture, they always try to justify something, come with an excuse, and that's not being holy. That's not being separate. You're just trying to give yourself an excuse to continue to sin, and that's why we're hated, because we go off, but we do our best of our ability, we try to rehearse the righteous act. But it's like these other groups and these so-called Christians and these other Hebrew Israelites, man, they don't care. They just continue to sin, and they're prideful. You know, they don't want to feel like they need to be corrected. You know,
like it says in Matthew 25 and 11. Let me start up.
I get this last scripture
Yeah,
real
go ahead,
quick.
read that.
Verse 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. They're not worshiping the Lord correctly. You know, they're teaching, they're following off the doctrines of men. And that's why you see these other groups with different breakdowns, and it's not according to these scriptures. So these guys are leading the flock to the ditch, to the slaughter.
This is the foolish virgins. Okay, I'm just going to read the point. Matthew 25 and 10, it says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. That's being the man of the Lord, that's really teaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Okay? And the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily, I say unto you, I know you not. And why is he going to say that? It's because you're trying to make him into what you want him to be. See, this is the power of Israel. This is the King of Kings. He's not going to change for anybody. He says that. I am the Lord. I change not. See, but a lot of people in this world, you have that feminine spirit with you trying to make things go your way. This is not your program, man. You're going to bow, like it says, every tongue
shall confess,
and every knee shall bow, like this brother said.
That's right.
You're going to do that, man. And the way you're going to do it is you're gonna bend the knee, man. You're going to bend the knee to the power, man. You're going to bend the knee to the word, man. And y'all people are trying to get up, and it's getting a bit, hey, man, the Lord's going to let us go. When he let us go, man, it's going to be,
healthy.
it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad, man.
I wish that y'all were listening, man.
Yeah.
Because this ain't of us. Again, we just go off according to the spirit and off the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
We ain't coming with no doctrines, our own weary doctrines or crazy doctrines. We going with the scriptures and the doctrine that was taught us, which is according to these scriptures. You know, you don't like it because ultimately you don't like the truth. You know, and that's like the people in ancient days. They didn't like how Yahweh Shai was telling the truth. You know,
the truth hurts.
And the truth hurts. And what does it say? Therefore, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? You know, people are so used to smooth words and hearing prophets being told the lies and deceits. You know, just because it sounds smooth. You know, but we don't tell you what you want to hear. As it was written in Isaiah 58, it says, cry aloud and spare none. Lift out thy voice and show our people Jacob their transgression. You know, we're not going to sugarcoat nothing just so we won't hurt your feelings. No, if you're going off, if you're following after these false prophets, or you want to party and live it up while the Passover is coming, if you think that hell is not going to break loose and you think you're just going to be in a comfortable spirit, America's not going to be destroyed. No, we're going to tell you the truth, even if it breaks your comfort zone.
God, it says, show my people the transgression. Transgression is when you broke the law. Who was the law given to? The law was given to the Israelites, the so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. So, like it or not, you are under the law. So you're gonna joy for it because the Most High had made a covenant with your father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah,
And that's the love. Even though it sounds like we are beating a nail against the wall, we telling y'all, man, you gotta wake up out of that illusion, out of them false prophets, that false doctrine. We're trying to wake y'all up. Ultimately, the elect is gonna hear it. That's all we care about. Man.
that's it.
That's all we care about.
Just know that this place, Babylon the Great, it won't be around forever, man.
Yeah.
You need to get that out of your mind, man.
I got a piece of it.
You know that prosperity teaching is not gonna go far after this economy fails, man.
Yeah.
All right. A building on the street corner, a building here, a building there, that won't matter anymore. All right.
This is Job 14 verse 5. You read, saying his days are determined, the number of his month are with thee, thou hast appointed his bound that he cannot pass.
That's right. So at that day, that is happening right now. The boundary is coming up, man. That no man can pass. Esau, Edom can't pass.
That's right.
Okay. And then you people that's trying to be joined onto him, when he stops, when his day comes that he can't pass, what's going to happen to you? You see?
That's right.
That's what you're not thinking about. Esau, Edom, he's not in love with you. Okay? He's only using you as a tool to bring down your own people even more.
That's right.
And you're loving it. Don't you know he knows that his money is about to be up? That's why he's giving it to you. It doesn't make a difference. It's the same shit with the lottery.
That's right.
His money is no more. So what? He gives out 3.4 million every now and again. It's nothing to him.
That's right.
Because he already enjoyed it. That's nothing. He already enjoyed that. What you're doing, you're enjoying the so-called residue. You know what I'm saying? Don't they know this? Niggas don't know this money's not good no more. It's about to be the collapse of the century.
Yeah, the stock exchange dropped down, what, 66.6%
today.
Yeah.
And it's going to do more than that. It got more tricks up its sleeve, man. You know? And this place is out of here, man.
Out of here, bro.
It's nothing else they can do. Esau Edoms is being found out. No matter, they can't shake it.
The skirt's being revealed.
Skirt is up all the way over your head. Nasty ass fungus is showing and everything. And nasty ass fungus is your track record, man.
That's right.
All right? We have found out through the power of the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay, that you are the forerunner of wickedness throughout the whole earth, man. This tells it, the Apocrypha, okay? It started right here in the Apocrypha. It tells you. It started in Genesis. It tells you there, okay? It even names names in this books, okay?
That's why you see why it's taken out. These damn devils know. They know why it was taken out.
What did it say in Maccabees? They shall be the what? The border of wickedness.
That's
Malachi.
That's Malachi, border of wickedness. And here, let me get this.
First Maccabees 1:7.
Yeah, let me get it here. But get that in Malachi too. The track record's found out, man.
Malachi, start at the top. The burden, Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
God. Can you read it over, bro? I have loved you, said the Lord. Can you read it over, bro?
I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Can't. So, our people, when you tell them that Yahweh Hashem shall love them, they laugh, they scoff because the current condition of our people, it doesn't show like it. It doesn't seem like it, you know.
Yeah,
but the scripture says, "Whom the Lord love, He chasteneth," right?
Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
That's right.
Thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
The border of wickedness. So everywhere you saw for white people goes, that's what you do. That's all you do. Promoted wickedness.
That's it. Kill, steal, rob, rape,
Destroy,
and kill. That's it.
That's what the scripture says. The thief coming but to steal, kill, and destroy.
That's it.
That's your Edomites.
The border of wickedness, and it said the last line, the Lord will have
The
indignation.
people against whom the Lord have
Indignation forever. So the Lord changed not. The Lord has indignation, which is anger, righteous anger, towards you Edomites, you so-called white men.
I got this one in Apocrypha. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. This is for First Maccabees 1:7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. And how did that come? By what Malachi just said. Everywhere that they went to conquer, they brought death, destruction with them. Okay?
That's the Revelation 6 says that was let me get it. Revelation 6.
They're the cancer. Everything that Esau does, touches, they're the cancer of the earth, man. They destroy, they filth, man.
You create cancer and you are a cancer. Goddamn devils, man.
That's right, man.
They're the border of wickedness. When you have the higher power saying he has righteous indignation for you forever, man.
You better be scared, man.
That's right, Revelation chapter 5, verse 4. And there went out, the horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Everything Esau does, man, they have taken peace away from this earth, man. They have gone, invaded other nations, countries, and bombed, have stolen, killed, robbed. And ultimately they have killed innocent blood as they go out and bomb innocent people out in Iraq, everywhere, even in the Israelites, the Native Americans, the transatlantic slave, everything they have done, they go through out their will to make sure that they kill and they rob and they destroy.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. That was a blessing of Esau. The sword.
The power to murder with weapons.
That's right.
Okay, and the major weapon is that nuclear bomb, ultimately. Okay.
They could never have peace, man. Even when they try to have a peace treaties with nations, they break it. They'll go behind their back. Like it was written